Hi folks, I'm Elle, trans truther, and I search for truth. Shout out to my subscribers and viewers. Thank you. Getting awesome numbers. I'm really happy with that. To do it. Sorry, I have to watch my camera. I wanted to do some funny stories about my visits with the trans clinic and a few other things. My first appointment with the trans clinic here in London. It was crazy. I was still sneaking around. I hadn't told my sister that I was trans yet, and I was scared to tell her, actually, terrified. And so I was kind of sneaking around, and I had to drive there, hide in an alleyway, and do my makeup, and then go into the clinic. So what had happened was, in my hurry, I forgot my little bag with all my top stuff, like my mascara and my blush and all that stuff. So I put on my foundation and that, and basically I looked just like probably Frankenstein's sister. But I was in a position where I'd forgotten the rest of my stuff, so I'm thinking, do I take this off or do I just go in with it? Kind of play it. And I really didn't have a lot of time, so I went in as was, with just the foundation and the concealer on. And I had to, I don't know how this person kept a straight face. I don't want to say their name. But he was very professional, very professional. He was able to get through the interview. I explained what had happened, and he was okay with it. I really wasn't as prepared as I thought I was for that appointment. But he got through it, and I got through it, and so. And then the whole with my sister. Coming out to her, that was hard for me because she knew me as her brother before I was her sister, so she knew nothing of my transgender side, and I had never told her simply because I was afraid she would abandon me. Anyone I'd ever told that I was transgender basically had abandoned me or turned on me, so I didn't know who to trust. And this was funny. So I'm sneaking. I'm using her truck to go to my appointments in London. And this was going on for about 2.5, 3 months. And like over 2 or 3 appointments. And actually about 4 appointments. And she had begun to think maybe I was sick, that I had cancer and didn't want to tell her or whatever. I wouldn't tell her what clinic I was going to. So basically, came down to where I had to tell her, but it was really weird having to sneak around, do my makeup in this back alley, and then go into the clinic. Although I'd gotten better at doing that, because I'd never had to work with foundation and concealer and primer and all that stuff. It's real new to me. And so basically I had to come out and tell her, and she reacted a lot better than I thought she would. But it was just the whole fear you live in when you're hiding something so large. And I knew I couldn't hide it forever, but there was reasons why I was afraid to tell her. I don't want to get into that in the video because those are personal kind of things, but basically it was crazy trying to find a way to tell her. She had come out and asked me a few times, are you gay, or are you? I'm like, no, it's not quite it, because I'm a hetero female, right? So I kind of avoided telling her when she was asking me the questions, which I should have told her right then. But again, I had this fear inside of losing her and her friendship. So I finally did tell her, and it was like we instantly bonded, and our relationship got better. But I just found the whole sneaking around thing really funny, and the nurse at the clinic was like, I told her, I said I would have the best, I live with the best person in the world to be a support system for my transgendering, and I can't tell her, right? And I explained that I love the lady, and she loves me, and he's like, well, what kind of relationship do you have if you can't tell her? And I thought about it, and I thought, that's exactly right. How can I say I love her if I hadn't even trusted her to tell her something this big? So the whole night was a killer for me. Like my guts were torn apart, and but it worked out good. So that's a good story anyway. Another time, I walked into the men's washroom in the mall, which is White Oaks Mall in London, Ontario, and there was a man in there, I guess. I got finished with the urinal, and I went to washing my hands, and he looked at me, he goes, "Are you okay?" And I said, "No, I'm trying to get this water to keep coming out, and it won't." And he looked at me, he says, "Oh," and he walked out. I knew what he meant, but it was the only way I could stop from laughing at him. So I kind of played it off like I was having problems keeping the water going, because it runs for about 2 seconds and stops, right? But those are just some of the funny things that I go through on a normal basis. There was another time in the Payless shoe store, and we were shopping for some heels for me, and so I was trying some different ones on, and she was a middle-aged lady. She walked around the corner and asked my sister, "Is everything okay?" And my sister was, "I don't know, ask her." Well, I wasn't dressed. I didn't have any makeup on. I was just at me, right? With no makeup and no hair or nothing. And she went, oh, okay, you want me to put these on the counter?" So she handled it well. I was impressed. Situations like that, when you find people in them, and I've had a lot of them in the stores, where people kind of almost react and then they hold themselves back, and it's just really funny to see it. But those are the funny things we go through as a transgender person. And that never ends. It's an ongoing thing, so it's kind of fun in that regards. But it's not good to hide who you are. I can tell you that firsthand. So be proud of who you are, be proud of what you are, and deal with it the best way you can. And use your intelligence, not violence. Use your wit, and you'll find things are a lot better. You can check out some of my comments to my haters in the comments down below some of my videos. They've been really brutal, and I always kind of handle it with a bit of class. So, I'd like to suggest other people try that too. Try and be humorous, because a lot of these people don't even know why they hate you. They just hate the name transgender, and because it's been mixed in with so many different things. But like I say, they don't know if we're transsexual or transvestite or transgender. They think they're all the same thing, a lot of people, so they don't understand the difference between the T's, the 3 T's. And those cross-dressers that don't really show themselves in public a lot, that's something they normally do in private. And the drag queens, there's a lot of us, and a lot of people don't know how to section us out. So it gets humorous at times, and you really have to go with the flow and make it fun. Otherwise, you just kind of make it awkward. You don't want that. So, thanks for coming to the Transgender Zone, and I'm hoping number 3 will be even better for you.